Hello everyone, welcome back. This is 1940, turn 9 for the UK and the FEC. The UK was able to hold off a German counterattack against their beachhead in Holland, Belgium, so they lucked out there, and so let's keep going. Alright, purchases. For Great Britain, they're basically doing all infantry and artillery, so let's hear that's 4, 7, 8 infantry and 5 artillery. And then the FEC is buying a naval base. Attacks. The UK is once again going to go for northern Italy. They're going to bring a transport down, pick up those units, use them in an amphibious assault. Hopefully we can score a hit with our cruiser and a shore bombardment. And then over for the FEC, they're going to liberate the rest of the Burma Road and blitz 2 tanks over to Hong Kong and liberate it from the Japanese. So we'll stick over here quick for the FEC and quickly do that. Well, one second. Okay, so they take Szechuan from the Japanese. That's 1. And then these 2 tanks will blitz. That's 2. And then they recapture Hong Kong for 3. So that's 5 total from the Japanese. And that's 3 for the FEC. And the FEC also gets back their strategic objective of holding Kwangtung and Malaya. So that's good for them. So they'll get a 5 IPC bonus this turn. So that's really good for them. They kind of need that. Especially with the disasters that the United States is facing over in the Pacific right now. Okay, so that is the Pacific. I know I kind of did this out of turn. I'm just kind of jumping around and stuff. So now we'll go to Europe. And we'll do the attack into northern Italy. So we'll come down here quick. I'll bring out the boards again. Britain still does not have any air cover. So we'll have to see how this goes. But drat, come on. Okay, so they do, like I said, though, the Brits get a shore bombardment first from their cruiser. Alright, they got one of the German mechanized infantry units. Whoops. Okay, so let's do this. Alright, so first, Britain has 2 infantry for 1. Snake Eyes, what luck. That's the other German mech and an Italian tank. Then they got 3 mechanized and 3 artillery. So that's 6 for 2. That's 2. I said 6, so 1 more. Doing good. And then they got 3 tanks for 3. They got that last hit they needed. All right, the Axis. All right, 2 mechanized infantry for 2. Missed. 2 tanks for 3. 2 hits. And 3 aircraft for 4. 3 hits. That damaged the Brits a little bit, but not enough. The Brits are left with 3 artillery and 3 tanks, and Italy is left with nothing. And pretty much that basically has pushed Italy out of the war. So it's good for the Brits. 1 second. That major factory is going to have to get cut down to a minor. That's 4 IPC for the Brits. Once I get all this stuff cleared. All right. The Well, that's pretty much it. Italy has been completely defeated. They have no army, they have no capital. They have been all but destroyed. So now we'll go into non-combats this turn. Starting off, these forces in England are going to reinforce the bridgehead here, along with an anti-aircraft gun from Britain. So this needs to be chipped out. And then this transport will come over with this guy too. Ah, rats. Pull you off. And then the forces in Norway are going to remain there. Next, well, I gotta move the markup anyways, but the anti-aircraft gun is coming up to northern Italy with them. I'm sending one transport back to Egypt. Start creating a bridge from Egypt to Italy, as well as using the Italian factories as well if need be. And so that's all the non-combats on the European side. So we'll deploy on the European side real quick. Okay, so on the European side for the Brits, they're deploying an infantry artillery into Persia. They are deploying 3 more infantry in southern Europe. And then at home, they're deploying 4 infantry and 4 artillery. I'll chip these 2 guys out real quick. All right, so that's everything in Europe. And then we'll go over to the Pacific. So non-combats in the Pacific. First off, we're going to take 1 transport and go 1, 2, send it back to Europe. Other non-combats. We're going to reconstitute the 9th Army under a new commander. Okay, so that way we can help out. So all this infantry, this mech, I guess we can leave the Chinese separate, but then we're going to bring in all of the Allied aircraft to the 9th Army. And then the tanks from Egypt are going to go 1, 2 into Yunnan as well. Meanwhile, the fleet here is going to, I guess we'll keep the fleet there for now. Yeah, the fleet will stay. And then you get chipped out. All right. So I think we will deploy. And like I said, all they did was put a naval base on Burma so they can create a bridge of supplies from Persia to Burma. Well, actually, non-combat. These guys are going to move forward. So that'll be their non-combat move. So that should be it for the FEC. And the Brits. And at the end of the term, Britain will collect 44 plus 5 for their home territories. So Britain will get 49, and they saved 1, so Britain will have 50 for next turn. And then the FEC they've gone back to their original 17 plus the 5. So they'll have 22 plus the one that they saved. So the FEC will have 23 IPC for next turn. So that is the end of the British and the FEC's turn. And I guess it's over to, well, yeah, it's over to the Italians. So until then, guys, take care.